Hey, what's up, man? We're back. At it again.
Welcome back to the Encuerados podcast.
Los Encuerados podcast. We're here with un rookie comedian. ¿Se va a encuerar o no? O lo vamos a encuerar? We'll see. We'll find out, man.
We're taking bets.
We're taking bets under or over. ¿O cómo está el asunto?
I'll give him a 40% chance that he...
You're going to get under him? Or he's going to get over you?
Oh, no, dude.
Anyways, I'm here. You already know. I'm your boy, Joaquin Garcia, a.k.a. The Paint Goon. También aquí andamos con él.
Eric Lopez, oakcliff original.
He's from Oakcliff and he's original.
Oh, yeah.
Y aquí andamos, tenemos nuestro invitado. We have our guest aquí. Let himself introduce himself. First time ever en Los Encuerados podcast studio. Aquí tenemos a rookie comedian nuevecito, fresh. Y aquí ya sabes. We love him brand new and they're rookie aquí en Los Encuerados. Hola, bro. Introduce yourself.
What's going on, y'all? My name is Rogelio Mendoza. You can catch me on Instagram at Roger Comedy. Yeah,
That's it.
That's all? That's it?
No, welcome, man.
Introduction.
Yeah, we definitely wanted to have you here because we definitely heard a lot of stuff about you. I mean, you're recently started too, right?
Yeah, just started in March.
Yeah, we've seen you a lot at our mic, but even then, like I said, we heard a lot. And I mean, I've seen you at other mics as well, but I'm saying we've heard a lot.
Yeah, but we're not gonna talk about those mics porque no dan promoción. They don't promote us. So we'll talk about Oakcliff Social Bar. I've seen him there, man. He's really funny, man. He gets me laughing, man, when I'm there and I seen him because I seen this guy, man. I see him every Tuesday. He goes every Tuesday, y ahí anda, man. And there's times that you get busy and you don't go because you're working, right? Or you get out of work late and things like that. And man, aquí el vato anda, man, y le da ganas, and he's there, man, most of the time, and he goes, like I said, to other mics, but we won't mention that, we won't mention that, but yeah, bro, you've been doing it, no tienes mucho, you have some funny material. Tell us, man, what made you wanna start doing stand-up, bro? Like, why? Out of everything in the world, bro, everything in the world that you can be an astronaut, right?
President.
You could have gone to the military, be a big bad Marine como Eric Lopez.
Or the army, be all you can be.
What made you want to be a stand-up comedian, bro? What?
I don't know, man. I think it was honestly just growing up, I got, siblings and we always competed, trying to make my dad laugh. So, growing up, that just kind of inspired me. I was always like, trying to make my friends laugh and shit. And, just from there, it was, I don't know, I went to a few open mics, and after that, it was like, man, I think I have some things that I can fucking work here. And sure enough, I tried it, and first time ate shit, but after that, I mean, I've had good nights,
Metaphorically speaking, you ate.
Yeah, metaphorically speaking.
Cacure. Pero no, okay. So you're telling me about y'all guys try to make you and your siblings try to make your dad laugh. Was there a prize, or did if you made him laugh, you didn't get the chancla or something?
It was kind of like the Von Erich brothers, whoever made your dad laugh was the favorite for the day. You're my favorite for right now.
Okay, so
you get to sit in front of the car.
Yeah, I got shotgun. Didn't even have to call the shit.
Were you a class clown or no?
Somewhat, yeah. So yeah, tried to be. Most time wasn't, but to my friends, yeah, always try to be the funny one in the group of my friends.
Oh, okay, that's good. I mean, some of us, I don't know, I never tried to be the class clown, but I used to make people laugh. But I wasn't the class clown, pero I would make people laugh in class,
Yeah.
We would make the teacher cry in business, something like that. If you went to public school, bro, you only had to see the teacher do it. Yeah, or a substitute teacher, you had to do that, man. I had some friends in school, bro. One of them.
Shout out to all the teachers that had to put up with kids in general.
Bro, I had a homeboy, bro. He's in middle school. I think I should bring him here, pero to the podcast. And that fool stole the principal, I think, with the teacher or principal's car. And actually, bro, he tried to hacerle una maldad, and he actually did him a favor because then the insurance paid it off. And he got a better ride. So, yeah, that's a little bit of memories here and there. So, tell us about your first experience, bro. Like, so you finally said, you know what, I want to be a comedian. Did you tell your family? Did you tell your wife? ¿Cómo estaba el pedo, güey? Like something inside you said, I want to be a freaking comedian.
I didn't tell anybody, man. I didn't tell anybody.
You kept it to yourself?
Yeah, it was kind of one of them things where it was just like like I said, I went to the open mics by myself. I was there with nobody.
So you were in the closet. So eras closeted comedian.
I was a closet comedian. Yeah.
So you didn't tell anybody. So you're scared to? Is it because you didn't know if you wanted to do stand up, or because maybe your wife would have been like, or your family, like, nah, you can't be a comedian, or what? Why did you tell them?
Maybe it's a mixture of both, you know. I didn't want the shit talk, but at the same time, it was kind of like I wanted to see if I could do it just me without letting nobody else know, you know what I mean?
Well, and also that, I think you also did it, maybe I might be wrong, but because you didn't want somebody que te desanimara and maybe steer you out the wrong, maybe like convince you to sit there and say maybe it's a bad idea, so you're trying to stay in that closet.
Because, probably exactly. I feel like if anybody said something, I probably would have
discouraged you. Yeah, you would have been.
Somebody would be like, "You sure?" But like, you know what? Maybe you're right. Maybe I'm not so sure. But yeah, I didn't tell anybody. I just did it.
Yeah, it's like saying, "Are you sure you want to come out the closet with your family? You know your parents are Mexican, this and that. Ya sabes lo que te va a pasar, güey." Oh yeah, you're right. Maybe I should keep it. I should stay in the closet for another 5 years. Luego after 5 years sale, güey. Well, maybe I should wait till, like, this and that happens. Maybe I should wait till he passes away, or
move out.
Yeah, till the kids move out.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So you kept it a secret. So what the heck? Your wife wouldn't tell you anything. Where are you going in the middle of the night?
Well, no, I told her I had told her I was going to try. I was going to open mics.
Oh, okay. You just told her open mics.
Yeah, I'm going to open mics. And then, like the Wednesday one, like I said, I had told my boss, I was like, I got a dentist appointment, and then I was at the fucking comedy club.
Gotcha.
So no dentist appointment. Just at the comedy club.
I could imagine that happens the same thing. So people that are in the closet can listen, hey, well, you know what? I'm gonna go do this, and you end up wearing drag, and then somebody's
exactly. I'd be embarrassed, like saying, "Hey, you going to the gay bars and all that?" Like, no, I'm just trying to tell jokes.
They probably thought bad, like, damn, are you sure he's at the comedy clubs and not the?
He's probably gay.
Yeah, are you sure he's not at Cedar Springs? So
he's at a bar with a bunch of guys.
Well, you were in a bar with a bunch of guys, technically.
That's what I'm saying.
So, that being said, so you went up there, checked it out, kind of tested the waters, not even signed up. Or ¿Cómo estuvo el asunto? Tell us, bro. They want to know. They want to know. The Encuerados fans.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, like the first few times, I didn't sign up. I was just watching. It wasn't until I had actually met a few comedians up there, talked to a few guys, and they had recognized me. They were like, "I've seen you here a few times." Like, yeah. They're like, "You been going up?" I was like, "No, I've just been watching." And they all looked at me like I was a fucking weirdo.
Yeah, they probably thought you were gonna sit there and kind of like, I guess, like at a
movie theater, the porn.
Some shit like it's a creep. Beating your meat to like jokes and shit,
or something. Or they even thought I was stealing shit. Well, yeah. Then they were like, "You should really, you know what I'm saying? Quit just watching." So
or either that, they're probably fighting you to be a fan of theirs. You know?
Oh yeah.
Or they thought I was stealing shit.
For real? Why?
They probably could have thought I was stealing shit. So I'm just there every weekend, just watching, never going up. But I mean, after a while, I was like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna try it." And,
yeah, because that does happen. A lot of people go to comedy clubs, and sometimes when it's packed, it's because they might have like a drink special, and some people sit there and they go, "You know what? I'm gonna stop by that comedy club, man. They got some cheap drinks." Or sometimes it's a free show, so they stop by and then they'll stick around for a bit. Se pelan, they take off like, you know what, man, I'm gonna go to this other bar. There's either hot chicks over there or something.
At Oakcliff Social, sometimes, like I said, we go to like a actual bar, and it's well known. Oakcliff Social, like it's a pretty good staple in
Bishop Arts District.
Bishop Arts. No, you don't gotta worry too much about that shit. I mean, you still get your car probably stolen, but
it's the tow truck.
Yeah, you won't get beat up, but No, it's a well-known bar. Like I said, people go to hang out and we'll have our show going on. And at the end, like, oh man, I actually like this, you know. And I said, I've been meaning to go do some stand-up, but I'm just like, yeah. It's like, man, like you see all these guys right here, we're in the same boat.
No, but we had like 2 people, bro, that actually went.
Oh,
one guy went up the same night.
Yeah.
Another guy had been there the week before. The next week he signed up.
Yes,
and this is the thing, because I am and Eric, we're welcoming anybody that wants to try to do stand up. Sometimes a lot of comedians and other places that do mics, they don't really encourage it or anything. They don't really, we do. I'm like, hey man,
we let anybody sign up. But yeah, we do got our regulars, like regular comedians that routinely come in and like they're working their stuff out, man. But like I said, it's good to see like just people,
new faces.
Yeah, new faces and new people trying stuff out. Like I said, and like we said before, I mean, we don't really discourage anybody. Like I said, hey, just come talk to us. We try to lead you the best we can. You just still gotta put the work in, regardless. But
yeah, speaking of one comedian, the man he went his first time. Now that's 3.
Yeah.
And so he went up there. His first time was Bam. Big shout out to Bam.
Sure, yeah.
I was talking to him and I said, hey, you're gonna sign up? Yeah, no, and then he ended up signing up.
Yeah.
And then I was like, have you ever done it? He had lied to me. He's like, yeah, I've done it once. And then, oh no, well, I started talking to him, man, well, it's cool, go up there. It shouldn't be hard, bro. It's blah, blah, blah. And he's like, okay. And then when he finished up, I said, hey, you did good. He goes, that was my first time. I said, why did you lie to me? He's like, because I didn't want you to know. Because he thought I was going to say things to discourage him or probably scare him. Because I know sometimes people will be like, no, way, that was a chingada, way. Like, damn, bro, that's your first time, bro? Like, damn.
They put the nerves in you. And
sucks, man. You don't do it again. No, but Bam was pretty good, man. I think he got the experience because he's been DJing. So he's used to, like, talking to people and stuff, which is different. Like
he's a big people person, man.
Yeah,
he's a big people person.
Some people
like, funny as fuck.
Yeah, as far as some other people, they're just like, man. As far as my situation, like, man, I got a few jokes I know. I mean that I wrote down and I want to try out, and that's where I kind of started off from. Cause I wasn't like you would say a big people person, but I mean, I made it happen. You just got to put the work in. That's all it is.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, big people person is el pinche Mexican. Luego se pone, you get a couple drinks on him, a couple drinks in him, and he's all like, he goes from like...
You could take me home.
Like, he's like como que his hands starts going more and more like that. That's with the drinks. Big shout out to him. He couldn't be here, porque he moved out of the hood, man. He's in Grapevine as of right now. And great, man.
He'll come back, man.
He'll come back.
Yeah. It's like Kansas like...
Yeah, it's como los gatos callejeros, and he'll come back and be like, ¿Cómo andamos? Okay, so then you finally, out of so many mics you went, at which one did you finally sign up? Like, como dicen, por ejemplo, you already went...
All the open mics I went to were at the same club. I went to DCC.
Okay.
For every open mic that I watched. And
DCC is a pretty well-established club, too. So, man, that's... If you going up there, I mean, that's a lot of...
I like the way that comedy is the one in downtown. Right? Deep End, my bad. Yeah, I performed there, man. I like the way the setup is, the rooms and the bar. And
they have a good, I will say,
the layout.
Every open mic I've been to there, they have a really good, decent crowd, man. There's usually people there that are ready for comedy, and it makes it more fun.
Yeah, the only thing I don't like is how it's in Deep Ellum, parking and things like that. I get kind of paranoid. I don't want somebody to break in my car, and you gotta find somewhere to park, and you gotta pay. That's my other. But so, how many mics did you go before? Like, how many of those did you go to before you finally say, "Hey, I'm gonna sign up"? Like 3, 4, 5.
Probably like
2,
8, bro.
8.
I probably went to 8 open mics before I signed up to my first open mic.
Yeah.
I was up there a while just watching.
That was it, right?
Hey, well, no wonder they thought you were a creep, because you're just over there looking and like, because that's what ends up happening. Like, after they see you come so many times, bro, and you don't go up on stage, you're like, pues, ¿qué está haciendo este güey aquí?
That's why a lot of the comics I tell you, I met
8
they were
times?
like, man, you should try going up there already. And I was like, fuck it. So after a while, I was like, I'm going. So I jumped in.
Tell us, how was your first time being on stage, bro? And how much time did you have?
I
think I got 5 minutes my first time. 5 minutes. I was told I was gonna get 3, but got 5, which was. That 5 minutes is a very long time to be talking in the front of a crowd of
when
people.
you first started, yeah.
But I mean, I did all right. I got a few laugh towards the end, mostly on my last joke. I got a few in the middle, but it was all like on my last joke. But yeah, I was very nervous, very, very nervous. They couldn't messed up. I don't know how many messed up like the first 3 punchlines of my first 3 jokes. One joke I completely missed the punchline and kept going.
I would think when you started at the Dallas Comedy Club, like you saw everybody do real good, and it kind of just.
Because everybody goes up and they have no paper in front of them. They're just talking, and I'm like, and they call me up, and I'm like, all right, I got my fucking little notebook here, and I'm gonna go up here and talk in front of all these people, and it went exactly how it looked.
Yeah, and was there a lot of people at the crowd?
It was my first show. It was my first open mic, and it was a crowded room in the big room out of DC.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So it was pretty packed.
Yeah,
it was crazy.
Yeah, because a lot of mics sometimes they're not really that packed.
No, I've been to mics where there's one person there.
Yeah, one person. So that being said, man, those 3 to 5 minutes, bro, they feel like an eternity. It feels like time goes by even slower. And then in your head, you're trying to do your jokes, like, because you're like, damn, you know, like, I don't want to mess it up, blah, blah. And then the other part of your mind, the other little conscience telling you, damn it, man, I want time to go by fast.
Yeah, no, as soon as you get up there and them lights hit you, it's like, nope. Time just freezes, and 5 minutes turns to feels like an hour. I mean, you're just going up there
I would say that's part of the beginning, like maybe when you're first starting. But I think after a while, maybe you get comfortable with it. Like, I mean, after you get your sets in, you get a little more of a routine. Do you get comfortable on the stage? I know I still get nervous going up to the stage.
Yeah, I get a little nervous here.
But going up on the stage, I mean, you already done it before, so you got a better experience doing it now. I mean, you said it's a smart, right?
Yes, it's smart.
Yeah, so you got some time in now. So, but I'm saying, I know in the beginning, like y'all both talking like, man, fucking 5 minutes is like forever. But the way we're doing it now, as far as where I'm at, 5 minutes se pasa rápido.
No,
after a while,
yeah, 5 minutes goes by like.
But you still can't. You can't describe that experience because the first time you go up there. Yeah. Even if you're nervous the second, third, whatever, it's nothing like the first time, bro.
But have you guys ever had the time when you go up there and you feel more nervous than your first time?
There's been times that I went up there and I feel real nervous.
Like,
but
it's out of nowhere, it's like, why am I so nervous?
It's more along the line before you go up on stage, like before you get nervous. But once you get on the mic on the stage, then ya se te quita.
Yeah,
it's like there's nothing like the first time.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, because I have that. Okay, I understand it because there are times since my first time, now I go up and I can kind of be more relaxed on stage. But there are times that I go up there and it's like I feel more nervous than my first time.
It's the build up to it, man. Like, I mean, I guess I would say like maybe your first show, like an open mic's different. I'm telling everybody like, don't take the open mic too serious.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, do your thing, man. Like I said, I mean, if you stumble or something, nobody's gonna like. I mean, it's a free show, honestly. So I can say nobody's gonna care, but it's like it is what it is, man.
Basically, no how we think cabrones because even comedians, they go up there and then it's like they give it their all, but they're trying out new material. Exactly. And they're trying to see what works for them and what doesn't. Because maybe. Sometimes they might have, and it happens, you might have wrote a joke. Or like I was saying instead, because the comedians, they're working out their things, trying out new material at the mics. And it's like, you have stuff written out, and it looks good on paper, but whenever you try to do it on stage, it might not be so funny, it might not work, So that's all it is. Like you're saying, when you do mics, no se agüiten porque... comedians are trying out the new material. They're perfecting, jokes and things like that. Yeah. So it's more along the line to polish your material. Don't go, like if you go in there, go with the intentions of like, you know what, to learn. Don't go in there saying, man, I bombed and I don't want to be a comedian. No, just go with the intention of put your stuff out and figure out how you can make it better. That's my opinion. I mean, that's what the mic's for, right?
Yeah.
Stage time.
Yeah. Stage time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was saying, like, shows, like I said, as far as being nervous and all that, like, yeah, man, I would say the build up to it, like, you probably like I said, don't overthink it.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't overthink it. The build up to it, you just go a little set list that you want to do, and just, like I said, that's the whole point of open mics, is kind of test out what you're doing. Like, all right, I got 5 minutes here. let me see if that's working out as far as that goes, you know. And like I said, with the audience, a little bit different too, because they might, the laughs might make it drag out. But I'm saying, Joaquin actually gave me some good advice too, man. When I was kind of, I can say first starting, but when I was doing some comedy, I would just rush through my jokes. And they said like, hey, just slow down. Like, slow down. Like I said.
Diego told me that. He told me that shit.
Slow down.
Breathe.
Take your time. That's what I used to tell him. I said, man, you got some stuff, bro. I said, but if you really want me to give you your advice, because I like Eric, me cayó bien, I said, slow down, bro. I know sometimes I do that and I have to catch myself. Bro, you got plenty of time. If you don't tell that joke, for next time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? For next time, because you know what you're doing? If you take your time, you're adding to that one joke. Let's say, for example, you're doing your 5 minutes or whatever, and you have, let's say, for example, 5 jokes, and you're at the third one, you're almost done.
Yeah, 2 more.
You probably added more stuff to that one joke. That's what I'm saying. Don't rush it, because you're probably adding more stuff to it. And it's like, man, you know what? You're in the moment, and you probably added something to it instead of trying to rush it.
You know, what's another advice I would kind of give you? Like, I don't know if you've been doing it lately too, but have you been recording your sets and all that?
Yeah, I try to record everything. Every set I do, I try to record it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like sometimes your sets might go. I guess your sets, your 5 minutes, is what we're gonna call it. They might go a little bit different. Like sometimes you do. I mean, you just probably interacting with the crowd or just the crowd, but something might work, you know. Yeah. So just definitely as far as that goes.
I have had that happen where I record a set and something I didn't have written that I just felt in the moment, and it kind of works over, and I've written it down later and like that's actually a big tag or punch or whatever.
Hey, and that's the thing. That's something that I'm still developing, because I only done it a little bit over 2 years, and yes, I don't know, for some reason, me, man, I just can't record myself.
Yeah, I mean,
I try, bro. It's just that when I know I'm recording myself, it's like, I know it does something to me where I want it to come out perfect, because I guess I'm a perfectionist, so I want it to come out perfect, and it just throws me off. And it's like, man, there's so many times that I've done shows, bro. I did like 2 shows. One time where, man, I just totally killed it. Yeah. I did stuff with the audience, which would have been really good to put on social media. But if I would have been recording, it would have been a different outcome. You know, I probably would have been like, because I'm trying to make myself kind of look good on camera.
Feel the pressure a little bit.
Yeah, that, and I'm trying to, because in my head I'm like, I'm recording this because, ¿sabes por qué? Because I'm like, quiero que se mire chingón. I want it to look badass so I can put it on my social medias.
Well, I'm doing it
to help. You know what I'm saying?
I'm telling just to record so you can hear yourself.
Yeah, but even then, me, where I can't. Even if I'm recording for myself, where it just, I know I'm recording myself. It doesn't work out for me. So I'm out of my shell already, where comedy-wise, and I'm fine. If somebody else is recording me, I don't care.
Yeah.
But when I'm doing it, like, on my own phone, I don't know, for some reason, no, man. Like, I tried it before, and it's like, man, I put it on my thing, on my phone, and record it, and I put it in my pocket. It doesn't work out for me. I'm still shaking.
Performing.
I'm still trying to, that's what I don't do when I perform. I don't do it. So when I do mics, like, I'm still trying to break out of that shell, but the shell I'm already broken off. I can do stand-up, lo que sea, pero recording is like, I'm trying to get to that next level to where now I'm trying to perfect that, so when I can record myself, be super comfortable, and put my comedy on social media. That's my opinion, bro. I feel like I don't know. I can't see myself. Like, for some reason, no me puedo ir yo mismo. I'm like, oh man. I sound like
I don't know. As far as the stuff I recorded, like I noticed some stuff I recorded before, before, like earlier, you know, and I'm pretty sure I progressed, you know. I noticed it too, but like I said, I pick up some stuff that maybe I said a long time ago, and like, oh, you know what, I need to say it again this way or add it on, you know, because I mean, I review my stuff, but maybe leading up to a show, I'm like, all right, let me see.
I do it a lot. Do it a lot from mannerisms, like the way I act on stage. I want like I've noticed when I come out on stage, the more energy I have, the better my set goes. Yeah. Because there's times I've come out on stage and I'm like, man, I'm nervous or I'm fucking just too laid back. You know, like just trying to be too calm with it.
And see, that's good that you guys do that. Yeah. But you know, the thing is that when I record myself, bro, I'm too harsh on myself. I'll look at it after, because I have recorded myself. And I'm freaking harsh on myself, bro. I'm too harsh, and I'm like,
you say you're recording it with the mind, with like
I recorded before. Yeah, I recorded before like that, like the video, and I recorded myself just the recording by itself.
But you say you record with the thought of already like I'm gonna post this on social media.
But just to record like for myself. And then I'm too harsh on myself.
Anything I record, I do not think about posting. It's all like this is.
No, even if I don't think about but even if I do record it for myself, not even to post on social media, like I don't know, bro. It's like I'm too harsh on myself. I start looking at it and I'm like, oh God, damn it, why did I? Like I'm too harsh on myself, and I'm like, why the hell am I doing this? Like I'm my worst own critic, bro. That's why I don't record myself, because it's like. The less I record myself, the less of a fuck I give, and that's the thing. Like, and that's what I was gonna tell. I was telling. I don't know if I told you that, but that's how some people, bro. They don't care, and you have to care to a certain extent.
Yeah.
You have to care about your craft, but then you have to not give a shit too. Like you have to care.
Care, but not fucking over. You
have to have. I don't give a shit. You have to have a. I don't give a shit button, like, because let me tell you this, you're in the painting, right? And I'm in the painting too. So I notice that the guys, like, because I work commission, you get paid for what you do. Painting and doing body work, I notice some of the guys, bro, that they don't give a damn. They make the big bucks because they don't go back and nitpick or stuff like that. So I don't want to, like, I nitpick myself. So even in painting wise, and the people, bro, that don't nitpick, and it's like, they don't, so ponen ahí, I look out the details, bro, they, in and out. But if you sit there and you nitpick, it's like, bro, you're not going to get nowhere, you're not going to move. Yeah. No. You're going to sit there and be like, that's what I'm going to be doing. Damn, I could have said this joke this way. I'm going to start nitpicking it, and I'm like, no, and then I'm going to try to do the same thing over and over.
Recording yourself?
Yeah.
Okay, I got you.
Because then I'm going to see myself, and I'm going to nitpick, and I'm like you said, I could have, when I said that joke, I could have done this mannerism like this. Or I could have said this joke, I could have added this, and I start just nitpicking, and then I'm like, damn it, man, and then I'm just too harsh on myself.
I mean, there's times where I try to go over it, but for the most part, I record it, and maybe I look at it when I have like an actual show to do, things. So I got a list of the jokes I got on my phone. You do your notebook.
Mm-hmm.
But like I said, I've done these jokes before, and I said, maybe I've done a joke that I want to go back into, so I listen to my recording.
Yeah, because I got jokes I've done like when I first started that I've gone back and been like, man, like
I could work on that.
Yeah, like at the beginning I couldn't find that funny because I didn't have, I guess, the experience, but now it's kind of like I got some experience, so it's like I need to work on that with the mind I have now in this shit. And I go back and I'm like, man, this is a bit now.
And that's good because I'm just starting to push the I don't give a damn, I don't give a fuck button. To where eventually I'll be comfortable to record myself and I don't give a damn. You know what I'm talking about? So it's good that because you guys can go back and look.
Yeah.
So I just go based on a couple of people when they go to the shows and I ask them like, hey, la neta, how did I do? Like, nah, bro, you killed it. Or no, this and that. Like, usually my girl, she'll be straight up. She'll tell me like, hey, like, you suck or whatever. Like, she's got an open mic and she tells me, you didn't do good as you did at the comedy shows. I said, because that's a comedy show. I said, I always, as of right now, lady here, I haven't really, like, all the shows I've been to, I've done good. Pero, like, at the mics is when sometimes it's like, well, there's no people and they're not paying attention and stuff like that. Pero it's like, then.
What I tell people, though, is like the bar, too, man. Some people will be, like, at the bar having their own conversation. They're not there for, so, just kind of. As far as us, it makes it a little better. Like, if you're a good comedian, you're going to be able to attract those people's attention.
But even at the same time, I love it when they're not paying attention. It's like, you're not paying attention? I'm going to go up there and I'm going to say whatever right now. Yeah, exactly. Nobody's listening.
But even then, though, there's people out there, bro, that still can't get the attention because somebody's at the bar. Sometimes they're not there for the open mic. Yeah, exactly. They're there just to have a drink.
The majority of the time, they're never there.
And they're like, no, look, you get their attention for big. It's different, bro. You gotta be.
I'm saying the open mics.
You gotta be a freaking celebrity, bro, to get.
Don't take it too serious. Like I said, the open mic's fun. It's for practice. It's workout. And with the shows, it's a little bit different. The crowd's there for you, yeah.
Yeah, even if you're
right, it's stage time.
even if you're funny, bro, like you'll lose them a little bit if they're not paying attention. But you have to be a freaking celebrity for you to have everybody's attention nonstop
And even then,
at a
like,
comedy club.
I've seen fucking like people I think are flat out hilarious, like killers go up on stage in front of a bar and make nobody like you had Jesus Castillo.
Yeah.
Nobody was paying attention.
Yeah.
Do you know how like, I was sitting in the back like, dude, this guy's fucking killing right now.
Yeah.
His jokes are hilarious.
He is hilarious.
And you guys are up here just ordering drinks, not listening to this fucking gold right now.
Yeah, and I did a show with them también a long time ago, and he's hilarious, dude. And and it's same thing, like these people, like he's funny and nobody's paying attention, but it's like because it's like
nobody's there for comedy.
Yeah, exactly, because it's so
It's an open mic.
That's why I try to start the mic on 7 o'clock. Man, people show up, they're there to hang out, and sometimes we do get their attention. They interact with us in a good way, not like y'all suck and shit.
No, and sometimes they do interact. They're like, funny, and that's it. Or you'll have guys that take a chick there and they're trying to hit. He's trying to, like impress her and stuff. Trying to like
talking about dick jokes.
Hey, trying to bajarle los calzones,
They bring her to Bishop Bar's, a nice area, and then
he's trying to take her home, bro. And then we make him laugh, but it's funny. And then he goes back to like, hey, what's up, mamacita?
You're in a bar full of
people. Like, hey, like you comedians are ruining it for me. Gotta be quiet here. But like you don't understand. Some people go because they're trying to unwind and things like that. Because that's how it is at our open mics.
Yeah. We're just building stuff up. Oh, well, like I said, breaking news, guys. Starting September 15th. I guess we're working something out with Voodoo Brewing Company in Fort Worth. I think it's about 1001 Main Street, Fort Worth, Texas. It's called Voodoo Brewing Company in Fort Worth. We're starting open mic September 15th. So it's gonna be Sunday nights, and I think we're working so we could do shows at the end of the month. Maybe we're doing shows, so it'll be open mic Sundays if I can make it out, and shows like towards the end of the month. We'll figure that out. But starting next week, we're gonna do open mics over there.
Fans of comedy, comedians, another spot that you guys can go.
We're still doing oakcliff social on Tuesdays, but I'm saying any comics that are checking us out, and then just people that want to go check out all types of comedy. We're doing one at Fort Worth now, so that's what I want to mention.
Exactly. Como te digo, I mean, así son las cosas, man. So after your performance at the mic, how did you feel, bro?
The first one?
Yeah, the first one. That you conquered the world? Or
well, after when I got that little giggle, I was like, alright, you know what I mean? It's like when you get on chick home.
You're like,
I feel like you accomplished a little something.
So you felt like
I didn't smash all the way. I just got her home.
So you're like, it felt good to come out of the closet, the comedy closet, comedic closet.
It was cool. I felt real good. I felt alright. It wasn't until my second time. My second time I went up and actually. I did a shit ton better.
Oh yeah,
way better. I went up at DCC and actually had the room laughing their asses off. And after that, I was like, "All right, I'm in this shit.
I'm in this shit."
And it's been nonstop ever since.
So, I said, when you're not doing comedy, bro, what do you do for a living?
I paint cars, bro.
You paint cars?
Yeah, well, mostly like people who do like rodeos and shit. So people who carry like horse trailers and shit. We do stuff like that.
So you paint those?
Take the rust down and everything?
All that shit. I do body work. I do all that shit.
So how long have you been doing that?
My son's. I've been doing about 8 years. 9 years now.
What were you doing before that?
I worked at a bunch of different places. I used to work detail. I was a courier. I used to transfer fucking blood from hospital to hospital.
For real? Yeah.
I used to. I did landscape for a long time.
Damn.
Just kept jumping. Did a bunch of
jump. So how'd you get into that trade? Like, how did you get that job? So did you? You've been at that job all 8 years, or will you be doing something else? Like,
no, I've been here for. In all honesty, I looked into it. I found the ad on Craigslist. I applied and I got called. And when I went into the interview, they were like, "So on your resume, you said you know how to do all this shit." And I was like, "Yeah, I lied. I don't know how to do anything."
For real?
I was like, "If you fucking teach me, I'll do it." And he was like, they were kind of disappointed that I lied, but about 3 days later, I got a phone call. And they're like, "You willing to learn?" I was like, "I'm willing to learn." So
for real? Wow.
That makes sense.
I mean, is it something you gotta honestly learn, like on the job and shit?
Is it something you can learn? Yeah.
Yeah, you can learn it. It's just that
you gotta pay attention. It's all.
You gotta pay attention.
It's all like, bro, just pay attention. It's not hard.
It's not hard. It's just that you. It's not something you're gonna learn from day to night. I'll tell you that.
Well, you're not gonna be.
You're gonna fuck up. Yeah, you're not gonna be.
Okay, you're not gonna be the badass
tomorrow,
cars and shit like with the fucking designs and everything.
Nah, you can't.
You won't.
And
be
let me
Mr.
just tell you
Cartoon.
one thing: if you don't know what you're doing,
You're gonna fuck it.
Yeah,
one. Let's say, for example, you're at a production shop that paints a couple cars a day, bro. If you don't know what you're doing, you can mess up. That one day, you could do a lot of damage to the shop. They would have to repaint that They have to repaint that stuff or whatever. Imagine you
sand it back down.
Oh, bro, it's a pain in the ass.
Because like if you I've ran shit. If you run something, your paint's just fucking running down. You know?
Okay.
Like a river. So you gotta like if you can't cut it off, then you have to sand it. And if you can't sand it, then you gotta go back down to metal.
Mm-hmm.
And you gotta start from scratch. And that shit takes time, man. But
what made you see that ad? What did it say? What caught your attention? Because you said
I had been working detail. I was a buffer. So when they wanted a buffer, but then when I got there, they were like, "Well, we really need is a body man and a paint."
Oh, so they like to you too then?
Yeah, and I was like, "Well, I can buff," and they were like, "Well, all right, we'll still need a buffer, but this is what we really need you to do." And then I started doing that, and it's been fucking money ever since.
That's good, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
well,
cool, man.
like I said, as far as us doing it, we all got daytime jobs, and we're trying to do comedy. Like I said, when we got time to do it, you know.
Yeah, exactly. Because I mean, también also that. I mean, you have to go home, especially painting. You have to go home, rush home, take a quick shower, bro. Because you don't want to be in there with all that paint particles. You're still smelling them. I mean, you know, or you're up on stage. It's not the same. You got to go home and take that shower, man. Knock off all those.
I like to smoke weed, but I don't like to get that high. You know what I mean?
Exactly. That's a different type. That's a different type of high. Not a pleasant one either.
Fuck no. Man, it is. At times it can be challenging. I got kids, you know, so I gotta rush. You know, at times I gotta come home and I hang out with my kids. That's I do comedy. You know, the days of the week I can. Other nights I'm
and if they're little, you gotta put that clothes to the side, bro. Because that stuff.
Man, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that stuff. You know, you can't go home and hug them with all that paint stuff on them. They're like.
And even before mics, I'm doing I'm doing homework before I go to mics. So I'm just trying to get it in.
Man, I'm pretty sure you got a show coming up, right? So, like I said, as far as what you've done so far, it's been paying off, you know.
Yeah,
When I mentioned earlier, people have been noticing you and all that other stuff. So, man, you got a show lined up with Diego.
Texas show. Yeah, the 21st out in. At Movie Bowling Grill out in Sherman, the 21st, y'all.
Yeah, like
come check me out.
As far as it goes, man, just do what you've been doing. Like I said, man, of course you're gonna get nervous to the lead up. Man, just prepare before that.
Yeah,
that's all it is.
Yeah, definitely. I've been since honestly once I got the flyer, that's when I felt it was official.
Yeah.
So I've been just putting in work. That's why
Yeah, that's how I feel. I don't know if I told you that. I don't know if I mentioned to somebody. I said, man, I don't really put it out there until you get that flyer. And even then, sometimes what happens, shows get postponed, they get canceled, but it's not until you get that flyer with your name on it is when you really want to start pushing it, because there's a lot of stuff that people done told me, hey man, can you do a show at this date? I'm like, yeah. I'm like, bro, it's like 2 weeks before the show, like what the heck? Oh man, I'll get it to you in a couple days, and I'm like, oh yeah, I got canceled. I'm like, and it happens, you know. And it's like not until you get that flyers when you could actually start physically, like, you know, posting it on your social media, texting it to, yeah, exactly. Because a lot of people listen, let's do this show, and it's like nothing gets the wheels going, you know, because it's like, hey, I feel like as soon as I get the flyer, I need to like help myself promote it. But if you don't have something, how are you gonna promote it?
Yeah. Definitely. I got the flyer, and since then it's been crunch time.
I got some upcoming shows.
It's been
like in November, so yeah, I've been putting it up. Oh, with Bam. Yeah, I got one with Bam. And
you got that show with Bam coming up?
Yeah, for sure. Forward Hyenas, November 2nd, I think. I'll put it out there for sure.
Man, that's good, because I mean, I've been kind of a little bit inactive in the comedy scene. Yeah. I've been, a little bit busy here and there. I had some stuff come up, I had some opportunities come up, so I kind of like put that to the side, and I'm do a little bit more with social media, but I'm still open. También if somebody
shows,
tells,
yeah.
for shows. But
Well, like I said, over there at the Forward Voodoo, like I said, we're gonna try to do a monthly show. So I mean, I'll definitely put you guys on for sure.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we're down.
Always down for it, man.
Como te digo también, like I tell everybody when I hosted your mic, I said, man, we're always welcoming. We're always looking for new guests to come out. You know, all different guests from walk of life, not just comedians. We want, you know, I know a lot of actors. Anybody that has an interesting story or an Encuerados story, man, we want them here.
Oh, speaking of Encuerados story, what's going on, man? You gonna ask this guy?
Okay, yeah. The reason there's a couple reasons why we call it Los Encuerados Podcast. One thing because it's kind of unfiltered within the guidelines of YouTube, but it's kind of unfiltered, uncensored. That's what we call it, Encuerados sin censura. So if you want to tell somebody like, hey,
they call it Encuerados because you get naked metaphorically, like I said, you kind of expose yourself.
Yeah, but not expose your genitalia like that. So you kind of like saying like, hey, wait. Pinche vato, mi boss dijo que, you know, I am never gonna be a comedian. You know what, bro? I'm calling you out, que no sé qué, you know. So, you know, you get to, you know, let it out of your chest. But not so that, we also call it because we like to ask our guests, bro, do you have an Encuerado story? Like, have you ever been in a situation where you've been butt naked or seen something butt naked come out, like, you know, happen? Like, let's say, for example, you're cutting the grass, bro, outside of your house, and then next thing you know, you see your neighbor, a chick come out running naked or a guy or something. Do you have an Encuerado story, bro?
Oh, fuck.
When you're a baby, dude, that fucking your mom fucking change your diaper, you were naked at the time. No, just kidding.
I used to when I was a kid, I used to like only pee outside. But I mean, like, but I mean, like not in the backyard, not on the side of the house, out the front gate. So like my grandpa has got a picture of me that he took from across the street. You know the chain link fence? Yeah. I stuck my dick to the chain link fence and I was peeing in the street.
How long did that last?
A while.
So you had that habit.
This was before social media and all that.
Thankfully, nobody could have posted that picture.
A good story. We like to hear juicy ones. I mean, it was a good story because we have other people had told us some weird stories. I think we had one buddy of ours came by and he said that he was in serving jail time. And he started fighting a guard naked, a prison guard. That was tick. Big shout out to him.
You didn't call him out like that. But you can catch that episode. What was it, 12 or 13?
I don't remember which one it is.
Go back to it. You can hear the whole details and everything.
My cousin got into a fight while I lived in. I used to live in fucking Gun Barrel.
Was he naked?
Yeah.
Oh God! Hey, that was a good one.
We were on the bus and he got into a fight with this dude. And when we got off the bus, the bus driver kicked us off, right? Like,
was it Greyhound or something, or
it's a school bus?
Oh, school bus. Okay, I was about to say yeah.
The bus driver said, "Yeah, get the fuck off." So we got off, and my cousin, they're like, we're gonna finish the fight. So like they're pulling each other, and he pulls his shirt off. And once he pulls my cousin's shirt off, he was like, "Fuck it, strip." Like pants and underwear off at the same time. So that was just in shacks. You know what I mean? Walmart fucking shacks. That's all he was wearing, fighting this dude. That motherfucker didn't want to fight. He chased that motherfucker down the street.
Your cousin got fully butt naked?
Butt naked. He chased that dude down the street.
Didn't they used to do that Olympic wrestling back in like when the
Greco?
When the Olympics like back in the
Greece?
Greece, yeah, they used to fight naked and shit.
They did. I think so. I heard something like that. They used to oil their bodies, right? And
I think it was just
the Spartans used to fight. The Spartans, they were like the hardest army ever, and they used to fuck each other.
I heard about it. Hey, Rudy brought that.
That's real. That's crazy.
That is it?
Yeah, no, they used to have sex with. They said that you can't. There's nothing like fighting for the life of your lover.
I heard about that.
For real?
Yeah, so they would have like the army dudes, like you'd be on a battle, and they would fuck each other.
Good thing they didn't put that.
They loved each other, so they would.
Good thing they didn't put that at 300.
Well, they kind of put that. Was it Zerkies kind of look?
It would have been Brokeback Mountain 300.
What
was that line that says "I can't let you go"? Or something?
Hey, well, they probably would have done that. What was that famous? No, that's my bad. I was thinking of Gladiator. You know how Gladiator they do that shield where they cover.
No, that's 300. Yeah, they do
the same thing.
Yeah,
this is.
Well, imagine they do that and then they're fucking under those things. That way they don't. Hey, that's how they probably did it. Way that way they don't. They're like, all right, let's do the shield. Yeah, I know. Echamos un orgy allí. That way they don't get seen, bro, in public. It's freaking crazy, man.
That
So
shit's real.
So what other things you got going on, bro? Like what other shows have you? So you've done a couple of shows and
No, I've never done none.
oh, this is your first time.
This one was
man, that's
my
what's
first
up.
show. This will be my first show.
So how do you feel, bro?
I'm a little nervous, but I mean, hey, I'm ready for it. You know?
Don't overthink it, dude.
Eric said that what helps for nervousness is you might want to stick your finger up your ass.
No.
And then from there,
I'll give you the same advice they told the Wolf of Wall Street. You gotta jerk off like 3 or 4 times.
feed the geese.
Those are rookie numbers, baby.
Feed the geese. No, they kind of did. It's kind of the same thing they did in what is it? Something About Mary.
Oh.
That when he went on a date with her.
The jail.
Yeah, that he did that para que así no tenga la, like, so he won't be nervous or be like kind of like basically jittery to try to stick with
You
her.
got something more fucking embarrassing.
Don't take our advice, dude. Just we're just fucking with you, but just do your own thing.
Do your own thing, man.
You're prepared.
Just do your own thing, bro. And be yourself, and that's it. And just go over your material. Sometimes people ask me, and it's like, man, just keep reading it over and over again, because sometimes you're like, it's not sticking into my mind.
Yeah,
like, you just like, no, like it's not like I'm looking at it, but it's not clicking. But when you're on stage, it'll all come back.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah, it's part of it, man. Yeah, because I'll go over my material. I just like, I mean, I told you. I give you advice. Go ahead and everybody writes their nose down, so I'll give you an app to go over.
Yeah.
And just go. You already know the joke, and just you know how it goes. You know, just make a set list. That's all it is.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's basically what I do now. I just like for the shows, even the open mics, I go up and I kind of write exactly how I'm gonna do it. I'm a little nervous, but I mean, I think in all actuality, I think I can knock it out. I think I do a pretty good job. I mean, I've written some shit and I got some stuff I'm proud of.
No, the stuff you got that I seen you the last times when I was at the oakcliff social, bro, those are some funny ass jokes, man.
I appreciate it, man.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
And I know sometimes when we like también, you think a lot when you're painting. So sometimes when you're spraying, you're painting whether you're painting a car, a truck, or a horse trailer. Estás pintando, you gotta wait sometimes in between coats to like make sure the material dries right before you apply another coat. Same thing with the clear. So you're in between coats, and then when you're in the paint booth, you're thinking a lot. And you either have your,
Yeah, I got music going.
Yeah, you got music.
I'm
or you're
alone for 8 hours.
Yeah,
a day, man.
so and it's basically one of those things. You're in the paint booth, and Eric can't go in there and bother you. I can't go in there and bother you because you open up that booth. You don't want nobody in there. You start creating dust and bugs come in there. He might have just used some WD-40.
I'll sneeze on.
Ate some chicken fingers and shit.
Yeah, he throw out grease. So you have a lot of time to yourself, bro, to think.
I'll sneeze in the car like, shit.
And you're just waiting, and you're like sitting there like waiting a couple minutes, and you're like, and then sometimes you'll get some thoughts brewing.
I don't know if it's the fumes from the chemicals, but definitely be coming up with
Go
shit.
ahead, like I said, go ahead and do your show. Like I said, if you want, I would say if you want to do some more shows, I'd say get in touch with Noah Sharks.
I submitted for the September.
He's usually good about putting people that comes around. It's like to the open mic. He gives them chances and stuff. So
yeah, Noah's a really. I've done the Sharks.
Yeah.
Once, really cool dude. When I got off, he actually was like, "Dude, I really enjoyed your set." I was like, "Damn, man, I appreciate it."
Yeah, man, just talk to him. Like I said, if you go again, talk to him. Hey, man, I submitted for September or whatever, and he'll give you a spot, man. He's pretty good about that because I know he does Friday and Saturday shows weekly. So man,
because you just did one this past weekend or the week before?
The week before.
How was that?
It was a contest. I mean, I could have won $100, but hey, man, there was other people that did better than me. But
and that's how it is.
It's a good crowd.
Yeah, he gets crowds. So I'm saying that'll be good practice as far as like if you want to, and like I said, as far as having a bigger crowd, that's a good place to start.
That's how it is. Not everybody has a good night. Like there's somebody might have been the better person that night.
It was a contest, but it was a show for everybody. So it is what it is.
Yeah.
Nah, that's how it is sometimes. Like I said, you can't win them on. And
but I'm saying, if you're just doing a show, though, you're doing it for all of you. You're doing your whole lineup, with everybody. Everybody wants to do good,
Yeah. So I've been just like I said, I got the flyer and it's just been prep. That's all I've been doing is writing and trying to get shit done.
That's good.
Yeah, man, just trying to get ready for this show. I'm trying to show my ass out there some way.
Highway, for real. So what do you so what are your plans in the comedy game? Okay, so let's say you did this show. What are your goals? What are you trying to accomplish in your comedy? Yeah, in your comedy.
In all honesty, I just like to get better, man. I just want to keep working and just keep working my material. I'm gonna keep hitting these mics. Hopefully I can get booked on some more shows. But other than that, man,
so
just
get
talk about networking.
Yeah, networking.
Well, that's a big one too. Yeah, networking. But say, yeah, just take it one show at a time. I would say, man. Like I said, stuff will come to you. Like I said, people are gonna. Like I said, people already notice you, but like. You'll get other people's attention as well, you know.
Try not to beg, you know what I mean? I don't want to ask somebody for shit.
Yeah, exactly. And also that advice I think I told you one time we were talking. When you go to open mics, man, try to say hi to everybody.
Yeah,
you know, talk to people, kind of, you know, because I've seen people that go to mics and they'll go to 3 mics or something. Because in Dallas you can go up to 3 mics sometimes at a night.
Yeah.
And imagine you just go to your wait to do your set. And then you take off as soon as you're done. You go to home and take off. And what if somebody wanted to talk to you? Yeah. What if somebody wanted to, you know, ask you how long, you know? Because also that sometimes people want to ask how long you've been doing comedy. They want to get to know you. Yeah. And then if you're just jumping bike just to go out there and just do your time and you're not interacting with nobody, how are people going to get to know you? How are people going to ask you, you know, any questions about your comedy, your set, and things like that if you're taking off? Yeah, like, definitely. How are you gonna get booked on shows? You gotta at least interact with a little bit of people, stick around, you know, say hi to people.
Networking is a big part of this game.
Yeah, networking, but to a certain extent too. You can't, como dices tú, you can't be networking ahí lambiendo huevos y culo, you know, exactly. And be like, cause they're like, damn, bro, you're like, you know, it's like a lot of things, you know. I guess, for example, it's like you can't, I guess, like. Pineapples and pizza. If you put too much pineapples on your pizza, you know what I'm saying? Like, como dicen, it's like you can't también caer pesado, bro, and just be like, you can't over network either.
Yeah, no, yeah.
You just go up there and just out of respect of the craft, say hi to people, like, hey man, what's going on and stuff like that. But you can't be sitting there like andar ahí being a kiss ass, man. You know, like. I don't know. Some people do like that. Some people don't. I mean, it just depends.
I hear, like, I don't know who's sucking dick, but pretty sure somebody is.
Somebody's doing this. Somebody.
Yeah, exactly. Because then I know there's some people out there that'll be like, "Hey man, put me on that show. Put me on this show." Right? They'll ask you and stuff. Especially like a lot of people. Well, you've been on Kill Tony and stuff like that. Some people think because
Kill Tony's look of a draw though.
But that's what I'm trying to tell you. Some people will go to Austin and they'll see somebody that's out be on Kill Tony and be like, "Damn, put me on there." Like, bro, these people don't have control of whoever goes on there.
Yeah.
And they're basically telling them, "Hey, bro, let me blow you. Put me on Kill Tony." Nah, man, you don't have to do it. Well, okay, well, if you blow me, will you let me be on Kill Tony? You know, things like that. It's like, bro, it's like.
Well, like I said, what we're doing now, like I said, I'm just doing open mic, and so we're doing other stuff in Voodoo. But I'm saying we're just building our other opportunities for ourselves, not for ourselves, but just to help everybody else as well, you know. So. Yeah,
exactly. That's the whole point that you know, Eric does open mics.
Yeah, which I forgot to mention too. Mexicat, he hooked up with another Mexican comedian. I wish I knew his name right now off the top of my head.
Hooked up as a couple, like they're lovers, or
nah, but they're starting a Spanish open mic, which we've been meaning to do as well. Mm-hmm. But there's
Spanish open mic.
Yeah, exactly.
Español, güey.
Español. It's in Norwest Highway. I'll definitely post it. It's starting tomorrow, honestly, but September 9th. But hopefully they got a good traction. I'm gonna go there to support, but. That's another stuff. That we're just opening doors for
Spanish
and other comedians.
Yeah, I mean, because there's a lot of, you know, Latinos and the DFW. You know, someone like, well, they're gonna do Spanish in my country. They need to go back to their country with Spanish.
So tomorrow September 9th. It's I'll post it up on my Instagram just to let everybody else know. But it's Spanish. Or I'm pretty sure they'll get away with doing Spanglish.
Exactly, and that's what we're talking about the open mics. That I love open mics like Eric's, and you know, because it's like, man, you don't get bumped. I know a lot of mics you go sign up and you have to wait to be on standby and stuff like that. We don't do any of that nonsense because it's like we're trying to get everybody an opportunity, everybody to go on stage and do their thing, because we all know people work, bro. They work. They gotta go home to their family. Some people are single and that's cool, but some of us old farts, we got, I got kids and I got a dog that's a puppy, man. Y parece otro niño. So it's like, man, we got, I gotta go walk him, after I'm done, because he has a lot of energy and he's teasing and he starts biting stuff all over the house. So I still gotta go home, eat dinner. I gotta go walk the dog, make sure my kids, me and my wife make sure the kids done their homework and stuff like that. So it's like, bro, like.
Well, let's check it out, man. Because I know we all got jobs, but there's some people that dive into the comedy game, like they quit the job. They quit the job and all they want to do is comedy. And there's money in it, but I mean, if you can afford it. If you can afford it and live within your means, go for it. But like saying, as far as us, like we'll make the time to do the open mics and do the shows and everything. But there's people that go all in, which is like more respect to them. But
more respect to them.
If you're able to do it,
and if they're able, they are. But I have
taking a risk. Exactly.
We have responsibilities.
Yeah, exactly.
And I don't think my kids want to live off sopa maruchan, bro. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, man, I have responsibilities.
Like it'll happen, man. But you definitely gotta put some work into it. It's not like you just quit your job and be like, I'm doing this 24/7. Like you gotta actually put in the work, be actually funny and noticeable and all that, but
no, and then even then it takes time, bro, because
it takes time. Well, yeah, you're right. It does take time.
There's like, I know people who that I've met in this shit that are hilarious, and they're like, and they're 7 years in, 8 years in, and they're like, man, I'm still waiting. It's like,
no, I
more power to you, bro.
Before I did comedy, I used to get I only been to like a couple of shows with Mas that I went to my first comedy show that I went to, that I attended, was the Three Amigos. And then before that, I used to get a lot of like Hyenas, and they had one in Arlington.
Yeah.
I used to get a lot of free passes. I think I've been to like 2 of those. And then the last one was George Lopez. But other than that, like I used to go to, I went to twice, and I think one was Joey Medina. I don't know who it was. And then we were taking pictures with a comedian, and he was a traveling comedian, and I just talked to him for a couple minutes. They're like, how long you been doing it? Because at first I thought like, well, maybe it's to day job, that's what he gets paid. And he goes, nah, I quit I had a job, I quit it to do stand-up, and that was a long time ago, bro, so I don't know who this comedian was. Yeah. He goes, I know he wasn't nobody big, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, that's part of it.
Yeah, the only one, because like I said, the other time I went was Joey Medina, and but before that one, he told me, he goes, man, I had quit my job, and I went full-time, and it didn't work out.
Yeah.
He goes, I quit my job, and he goes, he told me, he goes, it's something I kind of regretted it. He goes, and I had to go get a job again, and he goes, now I'm kind of doing it. He goes, even then I'm doing it full-time. He goes, and he was telling me that, and I go, how long have you been doing it? He goes, I've been doing comedy for a little bit over 20 years, like 25 or something. He goes, so I took that roller coaster ride. He goes, I attempted to do full time, and I asked him, well, how long? He goes, it had only been a couple years that I started doing, that I decided to go full time. And he goes, and I thought my act was good and everything. He goes, but I did a sacrifice, and it's like, man,
Well, like I said, the good thing that we're doing now, as far as in Dallas, I'm pretty sure we could network around Austin, because we know people in Austin as well. Like I said, we're doing our own rooms and stuff, and like I said, I linked up with Anthony Reyes. We're doing the Forward Voodoo, and like I said, we're gonna start doing shows, and like I said, we can get paid off selling tickets and everything. Like I said, you got to put the work in. There's money in it if you do it right,
Yeah, there is, but
that's part of being an act, and then there's, like I said, doing the business side.
But también, you have to be realistic about things.
Yeah.
You have to be realistic. Not everybody's going to be a rising star comedian. Not everybody. So you have to have a plan and sit there and say, do I go full time? Let's say, for example, save up money.
Yeah.
And say, do I go full throttle on this at full time? How much money do I have? And kind of balance it and say, you know what? Well, I'll give it 5 months of me, or a year. Full time, then I'll go back again.
Yeah, full time's hard though, man.
Yeah, exactly. And also that money you saved up, let's say for example, you said, man, I saved up. Let's say 15 grand, or he says I'm gonna use that for let's say like 2 years or a year or something. That you're not gonna do, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna do comedy full time. That is not gonna be that 10 grand or 15 because that you think, because even that happens when somebody loses their job. I've been in that situation where well, I have enough for a couple months till I get a job. El dinero, mira, your money.
That shit flies, man.
Flies, bro. And even if you budget yourself, it still flies. Stuff comes up. So kind of, if you want to go, hey, like he says, more power to you, but you got to be realistic about it.
Yeah, that's part of it.
Because it's going to be one of those things that it'll make you or break you.
Situation, man. That's just case by case, you know. Like if you can do, because I got kids, you got kids, and everybody's got, everybody's got day job, family, and wife and shit. Like it's all fucking, it's all relative to your situation.
Yeah, exactly.
That shit is harder, man.
Yeah, I mean, it could be one of those things that you might make. I think I see it sometimes. Even if you put in the work, it's still more of kind of like the lottery. Because I don't think Eric. Imagine if Eric tells his girl, hey, I'm gonna go for comedy full time.
I quit. I
quit my job. And then next thing you know, what if Eric loses his house?
Fuck.
But like I said,
you gotta be realistic.
You gotta be realistic, and like I said, breaks will come, but I'm saying just plan it out right. That's all it is.
Don't expect the break.
Yeah. Well, don't expect the break either, but just.
Because I've met comics who are like, oh, one day, I'm in this to get big one day, and it's like. And I wouldn't say I'm in this to get big one day. That, no, that's not the goal.
Exactly, that's not the goal. And also that, what happens. And then let's say, for example, some people that do quit their job, or some people that do get that big break. You get there. It's not also just getting there, maintaining and staying there.
I guess it is the goal at some point, but
get there, but then to maintain it, to keep it, because I've seen some. I used to watch a lot of Comedy Central, and I see some comics that they get there and no mantienen ahí, and then they just kind of go down. They don't get rock bottom, but it's like, man, he used to be up here, and then he's not down here, but he's down there. But it's like, mantenió a little bit, but he didn't sustain there, and I mean, they're still doing good and things like that, but it's like one of those things that you have to stay there. You have to maintain it. You got to keep doing what you got to do. And this is one thing. It's like almost like a business.
Yeah, it's just not. It's just not comedy. Like I say, it's for anything too. Like say you start a restaurant. Like say you gotta maintain that business.
And this is one thing that I'm gonna tell people, bro. And some of y'all fuckers are probably gonna hate me, and I don't give a shit. I'm gonna say it how it is, without a stop, bro. Because I ran my dad's shop, and I've been a business owner. I know how it is to run a business. Let me tell you one thing, bro. If you open up a business, like you said, restaurant, lo que sea, if you open up a business, bro, with intentions that your customers are going to be your family and friends, and then you get pissed off that they don't support you and this and that, that's mal way. You're very wrong, because if you think about it, let's say, for example, your family, you open up a restaurant, bro, and your family is supporting you. Yeah. Your family does, and your friends go buy it. And they say that's your clientele base way. They're not going to be enough to maintain for your restaurants to keep your doors open if that's only going to be them. Yeah. Because, bro, let's say you have 20 friends that are going to mantenerte, bro. Not all the time can they pay to eat out all the time. Second, if that's the only clientele base you have, bro, that's not a big clientele base. At all. For you to maintain yourself, to keep your doors open, you have to open up your own business with the intentions of like, if my family and friends support me and buy from me or whatever, that's cool. That's a plus. But if they don't, it is what it is. Because at the end of the day, it has to be more than them. It has to be a bigger clientele base. Yeah. Que te van y te compren. If you don't have that mentality, like, hey, well, I need to grow. I need to do this and that with my business. And I need to make sure not just my family buys. I need to make sure everybody does, because it's like, hey, that's how you got to make money. If you just depend on them, well, you're not going to get nowhere.
That's the same thing with comedy, though. If you're just trying to make your friends laugh, it's like, you're never going to get anywhere.
And see,
you got to make other people laugh.
And this is one thing about me that I am blessed, because I didn't do an open mic. My first comedy show, I had people come out there and support me close. and certain friends and certain close family members. They came to support me, and they were there, and they showed up. But in my head, I'm like, this is what I always told them, man, thank you for being there the first couple of shows. But at the end of the day, I don't expect them to go anymore, because it's like, if I expect them to go all the time, bro, I'm not going to get nowhere. Because at one point, I have to expect them not to be there, because, you know what I'm saying, I have to do it on my own. Ain't nobody, that's the thing about comedy and being a stand-up comedian. It's kind of like when you're like a boxer. Yes, you have a corner. Yes, friends are supporting you, but when you're up there by yourself, you're by yourself. Nobody can help you.
It's just you.
Nobody can help you. So, you know, so that's the thing about it. Let's say, for example, you do out-of-town shows. You can't expect your family to drive. Let's say you catch a big break. You can't expect your family to drive to LA or go to LA or whatever. Let's say,
fly out and everything.
Yeah, fly out and everything. So you have to have the mentality that, hey, if they go and help, they go to my shows, that's good. If they don't, that's good too.
You know what's good now too, man? So like just being on social media, you can build your own portfolio and shit, yeah, platform, all that stuff, dude.
Pero no se agüiten if your family, if you let that shit get to you, bro, and you're a comedian, and you let that shit because your friends or your family didn't go to, bro,
don't cry at Thanksgiving.
Don't cry.
You support me, dude.
And you know what, bro?
Don't came to my show.
Bro, hey, be honest. This is advice, not because I'm trying to talk shit or anything. That's advice to make you have tougher skin.
Yeah, that's part
because
of it,
if
man.
your family don't go and your fucking friends, let's say even your wife or whoever, don't go and support you, bro. Hey, you know what? Don't worry about it, bro. Like, don't cry like a little bitch about it.
That's where you get used to it. That's where you get used to it.
Be a fucking amárrese los huevos or amárrate la panocha, whatever. Have tough skin and say, you know what? Because they're not always gonna be there. If you expect them to be there all the time, then you're being a little bitch and you want somebody to hold your hand.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You have to be there, not expect them. Not hey, so you know, maybe you can expect them, hey, in the beginning, maybe to go a show here and there, but don't expect people to hold your hand, bro, because you need to have tough skin, because not always are they gonna be there.
Yeah.
Like, you have to sit there and have that mentality, like, hey, because you're a comedian, you're stand-up, and you're gonna be alone on stage. Right. And you gotta have that mentality saying, I have to be alone, and I don't expect nobody to show up. No, you know,
you're right about that.
You have to have that tough skin.
That's when the open mics come in, because it's
exactly
like, at the open mics, I don't know anybody there.
Exactly. Even then, I guess that's what helps comedians.
Personally, I got friends I've made, but it's like, we're all comedians. We're all here for this. We got one goal, bro.
Y ponte a pensar, güey. If you think about it, maybe it's like that's what makes people tough, because nobody's there.
No,
yeah.
Nobody's there. There's not an audience. But I would take it to the heart of my family. Don't go, bro. Like, that's cool. You couldn't go. You know, like, at the end of the day, I have my mission. This is what it is. And just because you want it, just because Rogelio, you didn't go to my fucking show, now my mission is gonna go this way. No.
I failed type shit.
I feel like, nah, bro, it is what it is. People got lives.
Yeah, exactly.
People have lives and everything. We all are lives. But when you get there, hey, thank you for being there, bitch.
Yeah, no shit. Yeah,
Well, at least, you know, you have to think about it like this. Well, at least they're here now.
Yeah,
well, you're only here now because I'm famous now. Like, hey, well, at least they're now. And at least they'll sit there and say, you know what, like, you'll have other people, not just your family, that are gonna, you know, but it's like, hey, you did it with hard work, putting in that work. And that's what it means, putting in the work, going and doing shows when nobody goes and supports you. That's putting in that work. That's what it is. Like, that's what it is to put in hard work. Going to the mics when you don't want to go to the mic because estás encabronado because maybe your boss dijo una mamada and because your boss didn't give you a fucking raise. But then again though, but then again though, he shows up with the brand new pickup truck and you got a fucking pizza party, and then his son comes by. And he got a brand new freaking sports car because daddy bought it for him. And you're like, damn it, man, I should have gotten that raise. I should have got that raise, and you didn't even get a raise, and you're pissed off, bro, and you're going to an open mic. I mean, you know, it's that you, nobody's there to support you. You don't even get a free drink. And then you're on the mic, and you know what I'm saying? That's what it is to put in that work.
Well, that's part of it.
Because you didn't want to go, right?
That's part of it. You can't depend on anybody else. You definitely got to depend on yourself, though. So you got to make opportunities for yourself.
Exactly.
Like you got your regular job and you're gonna get so far, but go ahead and do something else on top of that. You got all the other time to do it, right?
Kind of see it as a hobby in a way, and then a hobby, and consider it as a hobby that's gonna grow.
Yeah, there you go.
Because sometimes there's been times, bro, that that I'm tired or I have something coming up. You know, kids, stuff like that. And I don't want to go to your mic. There was one time that I didn't want to go to your mic, and I'm like, fuck, I'm not in the mood. I don't want to go.
I'm not pressuring nobody.
Hold on, hold on. Let me finish telling you. But I said, you know what? I need to go.
Yeah.
I said, I'm gonna go because I'm gonna go see Eric and hang out with him and hang out with him. And I'm no medio agüitado, way. And I get there, and I'm like, and then I perform. And then one time I went, way, and I was like, and you sing ganas, way, bro, and I fucking did. Fucking badass. I was making people laugh, and one of the times that I did really good at your mic. Okay. I don't know. It was a couple weeks ago that I did really good at your mic. I was making everybody laugh, and I didn't want to be there, but I went, and because estaba aguitado because work, kids and stuff like that, and bills and stuff like that. Como le voy a hacer? And then I didn't want to be there, but I said, you know what? I showed up, bro. And you know what? That's one of the times that I did the fucking best at Oakcliff Social Way. And imagine if I didn't go after I left home.
It cleared you up a little.
It cleared me up, yeah. And it made me happy because it made me happy because I'm like it made me forget about my problems just for a bit. It made my night.
Yeah.
So I forgot about the problems for the night the next day because after I estaba allí, they're still there. But bro, it gave me a sense of happiness, and I even said it. I said, man, imagine if I didn't go.
All right, yeah.
I would have been upset. I would have gone the next week, and I would have done not so good. Then I would have made more upset. But I went. I did good, and it made me happy. It was a pick me up way, and it helped me out. And I said, you know what? Now I know why I like to do this. Yeah, because it made me happy.
I guess that's some good advice too, man.
No lloren porque no fue. Nah, bro, you gotta have tough skin.
Yeah, just like I said, it's some good advice. Like I said, it's part of it. Like I said, maybe you feel down sometimes, but you gotta get out of your shell. Like I said.
Nah, yeah, there's definitely times I don't feel like doing it, and then I show up and I'm like in the same spirits as like Joaquin was saying. I'm like, man, if I didn't come, then this night would have been shittier. Yeah. Or like the next day would have been shitty, but because I went and I had a good time, I did good on stage. Then like the next day at work is kind of like a smooth day. It's like fuck yeah, man.
Yeah, like I said, that's a good feeling right there, man. But yeah, man, like I said, just like I said, don't overthink the show. Like I said, just go ahead, go to open mics, work your stuff out, and like I said, what I've been doing, like I said, the stuff I recorded, I probably listened to it the day before. And make a set list already. You already know how much time you're gonna do.
Yeah.
And just say like, all right, do this order. How you gonna let it run? But just it's your first show. Don't put too much pressure on yourself.
Yeah, I've definitely been just trying to work it out. Yeah. Like I said, just I'm at work, so like I'm alone all damn day. So I just go over material, just like rehearsing.
Yeah, you're good, bro.
And I'm editing where it needs to be edited. But yeah, man, just honestly, just trying to get ready for this shit and trying not to overthink it. I have been like, gotten in that mode where like you feel like an imposter.
Yeah, you're gonna get nervous before you go up there, but man, just once you get up there, like you've been like I said, the whole point of the open mic is just like getting used to it or getting adjusted, whatever it is, But once you get up there, like all right, you see the crowd, you already know your jokes, so that's all it is. Just go with it. That's all it is, and then the extra times, like I said, just go off with the crowd's feeding you,
Yeah, just the way everything's feeling out. That's what I want to work on more is like actual crowd work is feeding off the crowd, being able to go in there and like
and that'll come with
bring the energy,
and that'll come with doing shows as well, So
yeah,
I'm not up there like where I'm like have fucking I don't know. I probably have like 6 shows under my belt, but I'm just saying maybe after the 10th show, I'll be like, all right, man, I could do all this. Like I'm not comfortable with like messing around with the crowd, but man, I know my jokes for sure, and I could work on my stage presence, but it's all like it comes with time and practice and work,
Because I've, like I said, seeing you the few times I've seen you, which is like I haven't seen you at a show, but I've seen you at like multiple open mics, which is the one you throw. I've seen you at Reno's.
Yeah,
man, I've always like the way you work.
Well, that's the other thing too. Like that's all the reason me going to other open mics. I'm saying it's just not me working off my own crowd. I'm working with other people,
Yeah.
So it just.
I'm also working on that. Is I want to branch out and try to hit.
Exactly.
I try to. I'm like right now. I kind of stay in like a circle, if you would. I say
hit up Fort Worth. Do some. It doesn't gotta be like there's stuff in McKinney as well, but I'm saying just branch out a little bit. Go out to Fort Worth, which is a little more closer to us, you know.
Yeah, branch out. That's another good thing you gotta.
I've been no, not the back door. I've been to the one.
Sounds like a gay club.
It's
like a gay bar.
What's his name? Justin Chavez, the guy from the radio.
Oh yeah. He's a cool guy.
It was a zoo something, but it was an actual gay club. So I went up there. I did like he let us do 2 minutes. He don't want to do your whole material because he's kind of recording it. But I give him a little taste, and people did like it, you know. I mean,
That's cool.
I didn't go completely. Hey, I'm go crazy, but I did something that it's within. Everybody would like it, you know. Material that's
I like that because
offensive.
When you record, I think I like that because you don't give all your whole material.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because you're just giving people a sample. That's another thing too, like about putting the stuff about social media.
You gave me like 2 minutes just to work something out. I mean, he's doing a podcast which is helping him out, but even that, like, it's just a little exposure.
Mm-hmm.
It's just 2 minutes, which, like, man, I got more than that. Probably got like 20 minutes if I really want to do a whole whatever.
That's good advice to branch out. Like he says, I'll just go to. Also try to go to other mics too and check out how the scene is. And you're gonna pick out which mics you want to go to because what if that specific mic you never been to? Te gusta.
Yeah, like I tell you, it was
so that way you narrow it down.
It was a gay bar, but I mean, I was just there to do my stuff, you know. I was there with Abigail too, so it's not like.
Is there any hot chicks there?
There was chicks there, but like
chicks with dicks.
There's maybe. Nah, but there's guys there definitely trying to go direction with stuff.
Yeah, that's the only thing I could. Also, I can sit there and tell comedians, hey, that are coming up. También go to a bunch of mics. Narrow it down to which ones you like to go, and then invest your time there. Which mics te conviene to go to.
I mean, like I said, it doesn't hurt to like rub elbows or do whatever. Don't
rub cocks.
Don't rub cocks. But just talk to the host and everything, and make just get good relationship with people. You know.
Definitely.
Yeah, and I don't know if I told you. También we're talking because that's how we talked about bringing you on come being a guest because we're talking about it. Because you had told me you had just started también. That's another thing. You can't, when you're starting to do comedy, you can't have any shame. You can't have any vergüenza.
No.
Yeah.
You can't have that, and also that, damn it, I forgot. You can't have any shame, and basically, no tienes que tener vergüenza.
Well, I mean, it's all about that, and it's just you can't be getting fucking mad. It's all about the thick skin shit, you know.
Yeah, you
know, because at the beginning nobody likes you.
Nah, nobody does. Yeah,
there's a lot of meeting of people and they don't, they're like, oh, you're new. It's like, oh, okay. But you also meet a lot of people that fucking as soon as you tell them you're a new guy, they're like, man, they want to bring you in. They're like, this is a community that needs fucking good people, man.
Mm-hmm.
Good.
And I've met some good people and I've met some bad people, but I mean,
there's always bad apples in everything. And that's what I tell people.
It's in everything you do.
Yeah, that's what I tell people. It's bad apples in everything, but you can't have no shame. You can't because if you have shame. Because a lot of people, I notice that they like to laugh at people's misfortunes. So if you talk about your life, like some people are like, I don't want to talk about that because me da vergüenza, I'm ashamed of it. Okay, you have, if you're a comedian, you have to say certain jokes that, the stuff happens to you that's funny or whatever. No, I can't say that. Nah, bro, people probably think I'm this and that. People think I'm gay or people think I'm straight,
Oh, well, bro.
You know what I'm saying? It's like there's a lot of jokes that I had to get used to it. You can't, things like that. And it's like, no, that's how it is sometimes. You just gotta be, you gotta do that, bro. You can't have no shame. If you do, it's not gonna be for you.
It's harder to make it.
Yeah.
In this game.
As far as it goes, man, I think it was a good, informative podcast. Like I said, it's definitely good bringing Rogelio as far as starting up. Like I said, we mentioned this in our first few episodes. Like I said, man, anybody that wants to come to the open mic will definitely help you out. And you definitely came up to us and we kind of let you in a way. And like I said, I mean, you still got to do your own thing, but we led you towards the right people, and you're where you're at right now. You're still doing it. That's the good thing about it.
Yeah, y no te agüites, bro. That's another thing. That's what I tell people. No te agüites. No te puedes agüitar. Like you were saying earlier, no te puedes agüitar. And I tell them, no te agüites, güey, porque te violean. I used to tell Diego, and he told me, why do you keep saying that? No te agüites porque te van a violar, And I only told a couple people why do you say that? I said, bro, because when I was little, we're at my dad's house and my mom's house, whatever, we were there chilling, and my dad, he used to have little parties and stuff, whatever, drink, jugar baraja and things like that. And I remember one time they were playing baraja, and then they got a phone call. One of his friends or whatever, they called to the house, and I guess the whatever was talking to him. He's like, hey, well, he's gonna call you because he's in jail. And they called him, he asked my dad, well, do you mind if he called me? Because yeah, we'll keep it short. And he called him from jail, and I just overheard him tell, "Que la cárcel," and I'm like, okay, a little. And then the guy was talking to him, blah blah blah, and then I just heard this way, se me quedó, no llores, no, dale más que no llores. No llores, and he's like, no, don't, like basically giving him advice not to, like you're in jail, like don't let it, don't cry, don't let it show him. And he's like, no, si te estoy diciendo, blah, 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 te estoy diciendo, and he goes, no te agüites porque te van a violar. Like, I was like, oh, that shit stuck to me, because it's like,
fucking true about real life.
Yeah, it's like true, like, like, si te miran agüitado, güey, te van a violar, güey. Like, basically say, like, and that's what happens in jail, güey. The first person they see llorando agüitado, güey, what do they happen? Hey, that's, I'm gonna make him my bitch. I'm gonna make him my bitch, you see? Yeah. So that's where I got it from, güey. No te agüites, güey. ¿Por qué? Porque that's why I seen it, because I overheard it, like, when I heard him say that, like, that's when I caught my attention. Did he say violar? Like, what the hell? No, te estoy diciendo, no, mijo, no. Chingado, mijo, si te agüitas, te van a violar. Like, that's what I was like, oh shit. Like, and that's where I got it from. That's why I like to say that. No te agüites porque te van a violar, güey, se violean.
That's real advice, man. It's for life, regardless, though, because, man, somebody sees you, they're going to take advantage of you, man. Don't.
Exactly, and that's what happens when they see you, agüitado, llorando, bro. That's when people take advantage of you.
Yeah.
You gotta have that tough skin.
Exactly, man.
It's advice for all walks of life. Shit.
I think we did pretty good, man. We did what's it, technical difficulty, but
we did like 20 takes. We'll edit
I'm tired. We'll edit it out. We'll edit it together regardless. But like I said, it was a good episode, man. Appreciate Rogelio for coming out.
I appreciate y'all for having me.
Yeah. Sorry guys about the technical difficulties. Y'all missed it where we actually nos encueramos. That's Eric's fault. No. He has too much corn on the computer.
Well, I appreciate you guys. We do this. I say we're definitely open up to whoever wants to come out. Definitely, just hit us up. Mm-hmm. We'll put you on a podcast.
Yeah, right? Lo que sea. Before we go, any big shout outs, any stuff, anything you want to sacarte del pecho.
I just appreciate y'all, man, for having me out.
What's your show? Like dates and everything?
I got a show on the 21st out at Bowling Bowl.
September.
Yeah, 21st of September this month. And Sherman. Yeah, y'all come check me out. It's my first show. When I did the show out.
I'll post it. I'll share it. Just post it on your social media, and then we'll share it.
Hey, and they can follow you where, bro? Give your socials.
I'm on Instagram at Roger Comedy, and on Facebook at just Rogelio Mendoza.
Yeah, TikTok?
So he's one of my friends, so just click on him.
Okay, just click on him. Otra cosa, guys. Please like and subscribe. Let us know in the comments if you guys want any specific things, topics you guys want us to talk about. Let us know how we're doing. If we suck, también tell us that we suck. If we say que somos chingones, dinos que somos chingones. No nos agüitamos. Let us know how we're doing. And we'll take those comments and we'll see what we can do with them.
Yeah.
If we gotta, shove them up somebody's ass, that's cool. Yeah, we'll shove them up. Hey, who we'll shove them up? We'll shove them up Mexican's ass. So whatever you guys want, that's what we're here. We're trying to grow our little channel, and anybody wants to be a guest, any comedians, if you have interesting Encuerados stories, let us know. And like I said, we're gonna try to bring all sorts of guests.
All right. That's all we got, guys. All right. Thank you for tuning in. Peace out.